Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope all of you are doing well. It's your 10th online video lesson of computer subject, and today we will revise the remaining contents of Introduction to E-commerce. So here we have the contents of today's lesson. Online banking, the infrastructure requirements for e-commerce, the benefits of e-commerce, security issues of e-commerce, e-commerce in Pakistan, and then as usual at the end of every lesson we have an activity. Online banking. Online banking is an efficient process that enhances customer satisfaction and ensures fast delivery of funds. Typically, processing a check takes 2 days before the funds can be accessed. However, an online transaction is instant and the funds are immediately available for use. So, immediately availability of funds for user is we have in online banking. Previously, if a customer wanted his bank statement, he had to write a letter to the bank or make an official request and then wait for it to be delivered to his address. Now, customers can simply go to the bank's website, provide their login details, and view their online bank statements. They can also visit an ATM and get a mini statement instantly. Mini bank statement of his or her account instantly. Apart from benefiting customers, banks have also reaped the advantages of online banking. They can transfer funds and share information with other banks very easily. Furthermore, they can provide better service and higher data protection. So we have better service and higher data protection through online banking. New technologies like credit cards, debit cards, and electronic funds transfer have provided both ease of use and quick circulation of funds. So with all of these advantages, online banking is also known as internet banking and or web banking. Next we have is infrastructure requirements for e-commerce. Infrastructure means the availability of basic requirements. So in e-commerce, infrastructure means the availability of electricity, transportation, and other facilities that are necessary for commercial activities. So here we have the list of infrastructure needs. Infrastructure needed for e-commerce are फास्ट इंटरनेट कनेक्शन. अगर आपके पास फास्ट इंटरनेट कनेक्शन है तो आप इंटरनेट के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट्स आर बेसिकली द प्लेटफॉर्म through we can convey or share all of the details or all of the things we want to share with the world. So आपके पास ऑनलाइन ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट्स की अवेलेबिलिटी ज़रूरी है. Electricity is needed to run computers. Without electricity, people wouldn't be able to use the internet. So electricity का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Good network of fiber optic cables. There should be a good network of fiber optic cables in the country. Good network of fiber optics के बाद हमारे पास जो सबसे important चीज़ है वो है protection and security of data. जितना भी डाटा वेरिफिकेशन और वैलिडेशन के बाद प्रोवाइड किया जाता है किसी भी वेबसाइट को ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग के लिए, तो उसकी प्रोटेक्शन और सिक्योरिटी बहुत ज़रूरी है. गुड नेटवर्क ऑफ रोड्स. फॉर डिलीवरिंग और शिपमेंट ऑफ गुड्स वी नीड गुड नेटवर्क ऑफ रोड्स. एट द एंड ऑफ द लिस्ट वी हैव लार्ज नंबर ऑफ एक्सपर्ट्स टू सॉल्व नेटवर्क इश्यूज़. तो हमारे पास वेल ट्रेंड और एक्सपर्ट पर्सनस होने चाहिए जो नेटवर्क के इश्यूज़ को रिजॉल्व कर सकें और ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट्स को या फिर ई कॉमर्स के बिज़नेस में ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज को बहुत अच्छी तरह से प्रोवाइड कर सकें, सारी की सारी जो भी सर्विसेज रिक्वायर्ड हैं. सो ये सब आती हैं ई कॉमर्स की इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की रिक्वायरमेंट्स की प्लानिंग में. सो नेक्स्ट वन वी हैव इज़ Benefits of e-commerce. We have a large number of list of benefits. So हमने इनको 3 different categories में divide कर लिया है. The first one we have is benefits to customers. Placing order and making payments on the internet is very fast. People do not have to struggle with crowds or wait in long queues. Fast making of payments and orders are the benefit towards customer. Variety of products. Customer can compare products and prices simply by moving from one website to another. They do not have to travel from shop to shop. A greater variety of products is available on the internet than in shopping center. So here we have the benefits of e-commerce towards customers. The next one we have is benefits to businesses. तो businesses के लिए क्या benefits हैं? No need of large showrooms to attract customers. Small businesses can compete with the large businesses because they do not need to maintain very large or attractive showrooms to attract customers. The next one we have is reduced errors and delay as processing and payments of orders are done on computers. Processing of orders and payment is done by computer, so this reduces errors and delays caused by cashier in shops. Benefits towards society. Less crimes in society. When people are employed, there is less crime in society. Reduction of traffic and pollution. When people engaged in e-commerce, they travel and drive less. This reduced traffic problems and pollution. People are happier because they can spend more time with their families. Next is security issues of e-commerce. Security issues are common wherever IT is applied. One of the basic weaknesses of an online business is that the buyer and seller do not interact face to face. As a result, there have been several business scams in which lesser known e-commerce businesses have simply vanished with their customers' money. So, security is perhaps the biggest worry for customers. Customers worry that their financial details will not be safe. जब फेस टू फेस एक दूसरे को नहीं मिल पाते तो कस्टमर्स को ऑनलाइन डिटेल्स ट्रांसफ़र करनी पड़ती हैं पेमेंट के लिए, तो उन्हें ये थोड़ा सा इशू रहता है कि उनकी शायद फाइनेंशियल जो डिटेल्स हैं, अकाउंट की डिटेल्स हैं, वो सिक्योर या सेफ़ ना रह पाएँ. दैट द कंपनी विल यूज़ देम इन एन अनऑथराइज्ड वे. जब फेक ई कॉमर्स की वेबसाइट्स होंगी और लोग उनसे विज़िट करते हुए शॉपिंग करेंगे और अपने पेमेंट्स करेंगे अकाउंट्स के थ्रू, तो कंपनीज़ कुछ जो अनऑथराइज्ड कंपनीज़ हैं वो उनको मिसयूज़ भी कर सकती हैं. That the level of security is inefficient, so that's why the level of insecurity is inefficient. That their identity would be stolen by criminals. सो ये सब के सब सीरियस सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज़ हैं ई कॉमर्स को लेकर. ई कॉमर्स इन पाकिस्तान. Pakistan's e-commerce revolution began in 2000 when the IT ministry took new steps to automate the economy. The banks quickly created the infrastructure by purchasing computers and IT equipment. They were able to introduce new services like mobile phone banking. NIFT program was introduced in 1995. NIFT stands for National Institutional Facilitation Technologies. So, NIFT program was introduced in 1995 and grew rapidly in 2000s. It enabled banks to process checks much faster. And the last one we have is online tax returns. Pakistanis can also file their tax returns online. They can go to the website of the Federal Bureau of Revenue to do this. They can also obtain other useful information from the website. So here we have some of our Pakistani websites, the e-commerce online shopping website like daraz.pk, Park Style, then we have lootlo.pk, payless.pk, 24hours.pk, daily deals, and then shopdaily.pk, and then yevo.co.uk. मतलब ये combination के साथ उन्होंने introduce करवाई है. So that's it for today. Here we have an activity. Do read page number 126 till 130. Revise your notes from your notebook as well. After both of these activities, do solve your worksheet appropriately and then send it back to me for marking and grading. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.